So while I was at KetoCon, I got a continuous ketone monitor applied. It's the first one on the market, and I was able to try a sample, and I have it only for 2 weeks. And so I'm trying to take advantage of these 2 weeks and do some experiments just because I'm very curious about seeing the different ketone levels throughout the day with different activities and different foods and lifestyle choices like fasting and things. So I'm going to be doing some experiments, and the first one I decided to do is a 24-hour fast. It ended up only being a 23-hour fast because the timing of the ending of it didn't quite work. It was right when I was picking up Renee from ballet and I was really hungry, so I went ahead and just broke my fast at the 23-hour mark. So I intended to do 24, but was happy with doing 23. Fasting has always been very difficult for me, and because of some of the data that I got during this fast as far as my ketone levels, I have a little bit of a clue why now. But to give a little context real quick before I get into the clips of me during the fast, I have had my ketone monitor on for, I think, 4 days before the fast started. So I kind of got an idea of what my ketone numbers look like just during regular life. What I found was very fascinating. I basically flatline overnight at 0.0 to 0.2, usually just for the entire night, which really surprised me. I thought for sure that would be like where I saw the highest ketones because I wasn't eating all night long. But I did not find that to be the case at all. I flatlined overnight, and then during the day, I would be anywhere from a 0.0 to a 0.5. I saw a 0.6 only one time, and that was when we walked all over San Antonio, Texas all day. We just basically walked all day long, and I got up to a 0.6. I have known for a while that my body is pretty resistant to getting into higher ketone numbers. And I think that's probably why I swore I would never do keto again, because back in the day, I got into keto with the blood ketone testing and basically had to be on the point of starvation to see, you know, those higher numbers that everyone says you need to have, like 1 millimolar to 3 millimolar is kind of a good range, people say. And I just found that I had to starve myself to death or eat very little protein in order to see those numbers. So anyways, that is enough of an intro. Let's get started on my clips from the fast. All right, it is 3:20 p.m. and I'm about to eat my last food of the day, which is Aurora yogurt with some Equip Prime protein in it. And I'm planning to be done eating by 3:30, and that will kick off my 24-hour fast. So not eat again until tomorrow at 3:30. I hate fasting, or at least I have in the past, and I'm really hoping this isn't going to be as bad as previous experiences, but I'm determined to give this CKM a good test, and I think a 24-hour fast is going to be a really interesting test to see what it does to my ketone levels. Obviously, since I hate doing it, I almost never do 24-hour fasts. There was a time several years ago where I went a full month doing like 1 meal a day, so it was almost 24-hour fasts a day. Oh man, I sure hated it. But a lot has changed in my body since then, so we'll see if there's any difference. So during my fast, I am going to have electrolytes. I'm going to have black coffee whenever I need it, which will probably just be first thing tomorrow morning. Well, I might have one a little bit like mid-morning or something if I feel like I'm dragging. And then tea, like a black or green tea without any flavorings or anything in it. And no creamer, no sweetener, nothing like that. So trying to keep it a fairly clean fast. See how it goes. So it's almost 10 a.m. now, and I'm about 18 hours fasted. I woke up with a headache this morning, which was a bummer. I also woke up at 4:30 a.m., kind of like ready to go. I'm still adjusting back to Oregon time after being in Texas, so part of it could have been that. The headache was annoying, but once I got some electrolytes in me and drank my coffee, the headache is pretty much gone. I didn't have to take anything stronger for it. So happy with that. I am also very happy with, you know, how I feel as far as hunger. Like I've told you, I've struggled with fasting for a long time. It's been very difficult for me. And with all the changes in my body over the past, I don't know, 6 months to a year, getting my nutrient stores in a better place and all that stuff, I was hoping that that would really help with the ability to fast. So far so good on that front. Just had black coffee this morning as breakfast. As far as my ketones at this point, I will show you the whole graph and everything at the end so you can see everything. Very disappointing that it has pretty much flatlined again overnight, and it hasn't even risen that much. I'm 18 hours fasted, and the last time I checked, I was about at a 0.2. So I don't know what the deal is. Like, my body is just very resistant to having extra ketones in my bloodstream. Either I'm really efficient at using them, or I'm not producing them. I don't know. Like I told you, the last few days, I've gotten up to around 0.5 during the day, but it seems like it's in response to eating. So I am curious to see if my ketones at least go up to that 0.5 during the day here without the eating, or if it's just the eating that's doing that, like the fat from my food. Anyways, it's all very fascinating, and I will keep you updated. Got about 2 hours left on the 24-hour fast, and I am starting to feel it. Starting to remember why I dislike fasting so very much. Also, ketones have not gone above 0.5 for the whole day, and they were only at 0.5 for a very short time. They've been 0.2, 0.3, right now 0.4. So it's a little bit dissatisfying, even though I know that, you know, my body could just be efficient at using the ketones or whatever. It still would be super satisfying to like be this far into a fast and see the numbers start going up. So anyways, I'm starting to get pretty hungry. We are about to walk out the door. Renee has ballet. And so the timing of the end of my fast correlates with when we will be out. So, let's see, where did I put it? I have a carnivore bar that we got as a sample at KetoCon. It was actually in my husband's bag of freebies, and he ended up giving it to me. He actually really liked the carnivore bars, but the flavor that was in his bag was zesty garlic, and he doesn't care for things that are overly garlicky, so he gave it to me. Lucky me. And I think I'm going to throw that in my bag. I'm also going to take more electrolytes with me. It is a hot day, so between the fasting and the hotness, I am trying to drink a lot of liquid, especially because my body is not used to fasting, so I think that's covering my bases. So I'm going to take the carnivore bar, I'm going to take the electrolytes. Also, I'm going to be going grocery shopping while Renee is at ballet, and it's, like I told you, it's my birthday today, and at Starbucks, if you have the Starbucks, I don't know, rewards thing, you can get a free drink on your birthday. So I am planning to go to Starbucks and get myself a drink and enjoy the carnivore bar as soon as my time is up. All right, so like I said, ketones never really got above 0.5. I will put up a picture of the graph of the day, and the SciBio app is, you know, it could use some improvement. The graph is not great. I would like to be able to just focus in on one day. You can do like the day that you're on today, or you can do 3 days or 7 days or 14 days. But I'd like to go like each individual date and go back and see a full day worth. Anyways, I can't do that. So I put the red marks in there that are approximately when I started the fast and when I ended the fast. So you can see on that graph that the fast basically didn't do anything to change my regular ketone pattern. The flat line during the night, and then up, kind of up and down squiggly, up to 0.5 during the day. No difference between that fasted day and all of the previous days where I was eating normally. So I don't know if my body type is one that just needs longer fasts in order to get into the state of ketosis, or like the deeper states of ketosis, or if my body is just really good at using the ketones in my bloodstream, and so they don't just end up, you know, being measured, but they actually are there and being used. I don't know. It was very fascinating. Based on how I felt at the end, I don't know that because people will talk about when they fast, it's like they get to this metabolic switch somewhere around 12 to 15 hours-ish. Maybe I'm someone who it takes a lot longer to get that metabolic switch where they say their brain lights up, they have lots of energy, like the hunger diminishes. I really did not feel that, especially those last few hours. I felt really good, from when I started the fast until probably 11 a.m. I was feeling really good, feeling encouraged. And that was, an 18-ish hour fast. So I think I might start trying to incorporate that 18-hour fasts a little more regularly, see if I can build it up. Trying to push it the 24 hours when my body was not used to it was not very pleasant. I don't want to just try to do that again. I'm glad I did it, but I'll take it slow from here. I just kind of felt like with the ketone monitor that I only have for a real short time, I really needed to just see what would happen with a full day fast. So anyways, I still have about 8 days left on the monitor. So I have a few more experiments in mind. So stay tuned for that. I'll put the link down below to the SciBio. I think it's funny that it's almost SIBO, but just not quite. The SciBio Kickstarter, you can go check out what they have to offer there and get more details. I am really enjoying the monitor. I do feel like there's some room for improvement, like I said, as far as the app. I also have a Google Pixel phone that has been a little bit difficult with the app, and I had to get them to help me at the booth at KetoCon. Basically, anytime I go in to check my numbers, I have to long press the app button on my screen, go to app info, and then force quit the app, and then open it again, and then it'll connect. If I just try to go and open the app, it just goes connecting forever and never actually connects. So it's a little bit buggy with the Google Pixel. Apparently it works great with the iPhone and others, but for some reason the Google Pixel is having a little bit of trouble. I am thankful that they were able to figure out how to actually make it work so I could use it. I was really bummed. I was like, oh my gosh, I got it applied and everything, and then I'm not going to be able to use it because my phone isn't compatible. But doing that force quit just helps it to reset and reconnect. So at least it works, but there are some little bugs like that I hope that they work out, as well as kind of making the app a little bit more intuitive and the graph a little bit better where you could like zoom in and really see your levels clearly. It's, kind of small. So anyways, I will put that link down below. Go check it out. Stay tuned for more experiments with the CKM, and I will see you again in the next video.